Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited because we are going to go over my thoughts of Roaring River State Park, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a park review. Now, I stayed here for 2 nights, and in those 2 nights I had a wonderful stay, albeit super cold, but I had a wonderful sight and everyone that I met was pretty amazing. So let me show you a few of the views first, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the park itself. My sight here at Roaring River was $26 for the first night because it was in season, and $22 for the next night because it was out of season. Now, what comes with in season versus out of season? A few things. The last day of the season, the nature center was open, the store was open, and I had access to all of the amenities. The first day of me staying here without, all those things were closed, although they do have a lodge on property, and that was still available to me, so I could go in there and access it. The bathrooms are open kind of throughout. They have showers throughout, so none of that part changes. But it was pretty cool stay, I will say, and I don't mean just because it was cold when I was here. As you can see, each campsite is equipped with a picnic table, and despite being wood, it's really in pretty decent shape. It doesn't have sags or drags, which means you could put something on here and cook. I would probably put down a tablecloth first though. They also have these fire pits and grill areas. Now, I didn't use this, but it's a large size, so this would be large enough where you could have a few friends kind of sitting around it and everything be contained and have no problems. And then if you wanted to put some foil or some cooking things on top of it, you could. All the sites have a lantern hook on them, and each lantern hook tells you what time checkout is. Now, I booked this site online. I would definitely recommend doing that, especially during the summer. During the winter, it's not as bad. In fact, it's been pretty barren here, and I only have one little neighbor, in fact, so that's not too bad. But this place definitely fills up during the summertime because it has access to the water, and the water is amazing. In fact, let me show you a few of the things that I found while I've been here, just so you can kind of have a better idea as to what to expect from this park whenever you visit. Of course, seasonally different things will be available, but the one thing that's consistent is the beauty of this park. One of the reasons why I selected this is so that I could use my shore power. I have power from the pole at this site for $26. And you'll probably notice there's lots of trees. Now, right now, there aren't as many leaves, but during the summertime, this would be nice and shaded. And so if you do have to depend on solar, maybe consider booking one of the powered sites. Now, I personally am in site 77, and you can see just how big of a site that really is. And one of the reasons why I booked this one is because it's close to the bathhouse. I always like to, if I'm at a paid campsite, stay closer to the bathhouse. Now, with that said, you can probably hear some noises right now. That's just because the maintenance is out and about doing their thing. It's in between the checkout and check-in time. Check-in is at 4, and so at 4 o'clock, people will start rolling into their sites. But in the meantime, they're getting everything ready, so they just cleaned the bathhouses. From my campsite to the bathhouse, there it is. Now, the bathhouse is really nice. They have 4 separate toilet stalls, and you can see them here. It's heated, so during the winter time it feels nice. They have sinks, they have access to some plugins in there, so if you need to get ready, you can. And then they also have showers that are separate from the toilets. So they have 3 individual shower stalls that are on the opposite side of the bathroom, but then they also have a separate shower house that is handicap accessible that allows you to have your toilet, your sink, and your shower all in one place. So I thought that was kind of a nice touch also. I did pick up this little map so you could kind of see the lay of the land. You'll notice that there's a lot of cabins on here also, so this is an option if you do not have the ability to be in a tent or in an RV or a van, or you could still come out here. It's pretty nice. I'm staying in Campground 1, which is over here by the park office. They also have laundry available in the shower house, which is kind of nice. And then there's an amphitheater. They do ranger talk at both the amphitheater and the nature center. And then they have group camps here as well. well. So that's pretty neat. But one of the things that a lot of people like to do is they like to fish. So you can see here they have 3 different zones for fishing here, and it tells you what each of them are. And based on what kind of fishing that you would like to do, they have a little bit of everything. They also have dump stations. So for those who need dump stations, they do have them available. And I have lots of cool information that they gave me whenever I went to the park office to check in. And you see my little bag of trash? Well, before I head out, I'm going to be dumping that in the trash that they have right by the park office. So it's super easy to get to, and another reason why sometimes just paying at a site like this is worth it, because you have access to all the things that you need to do for van life that sometimes you don't have access to unless you find it and be a little bit more creative. This has been a great stay, and again, I'm just going to show you a few views as we leave. Would I stay here again? Absolutely. Have I already potentially told everyone that I know about this place and send them pictures? Yeah. Do I encourage every one of them to come out as soon as they possibly can? Yes. This was an amazing stop and a state park that I highly recommend for you guys. Remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time, and finding a beautiful, amazing place like this is definitely that. Till next time guys, bye.